czyli tu mamy pogadane i tu mamy harding, żeby pogadać. Nice, nice. Ale najpierw pogadajmy z nim.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
Imponujące.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What will you do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Dla kogo?
Who are you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile in Teventer, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Ravane thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
O kurde, była opcja ten i nie zniknęła nam. Ja to też robienie figurek.
You'd think he'd know better. It's sculpting toy monsters that makes you a champion.
That's right. He never understood. You're a funny one.
I couldn't help it.
Okay, maybe I'm taking this a little far. But if you say you're an expert, show me some expertise.
O, wy powinny być wyzwaniem.
I like a hunt with some challenge to it.
What's your quarry?
I'm thinking a Grey Warden. Maybe an elf. Maybe both. I can't decide.
That too much to handle?
It's best if you keep them guessing.
Well, you'll need special bait to lure that sort out. Doesn't just fall for anything.
Noted. So where's the Gloom Howler in all this?
Nieświadomy jest.
Call it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Nauka poprzez praktykę.
Makes sense. He'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Dokładnie.
Can a half lion, half eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Hasan kracze.
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
Kra. Sprawdzić, czy audio działa. I działa. Nie powinno być problemu. Dobra. Dobra, czyli sobie tutaj ładnie pogadaliśmy. Została jeszcze harding. Elegancko. Prawda?
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that?
Zdrada.
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter. Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition. I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
Obecność Inkwizycji.
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thetis from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Przydałaby nam się jej pomoc.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
Charter entrusted the search for solace to Varric, to us. The world's large and she's got many things to deal with.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
A wewnętrzny krąg?
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy. 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
The Spirit Boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
Oczy pod łóżkiem?
Who stores eyes under their bed? I'm partial to a nice wall display myself.
Well, that's one interpretation that never occurred to me. Thanks.
You're welcome. Wasn't Cole an empath? Oh, he must have been great at this game.
Ah, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
Ciekawe, ciekawe. A co z doradcami?
And the Inquisitor's advisors? What about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
Ooh.
So did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug?
Nie wiem. I zwykłymi ludźmi?
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't
Dokładnie.
heard of.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
Z cukierkami?
I'm sure those pastries were a great help.
My ma likes to say that sometimes the pie is for eating, and sometimes it's for crying into. Doesn't even need to be pie. Rector liked cake, and Faulkner loved soup, but food was always a comfort.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right. Like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other two and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Brakuje ci inkwizycji?
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends.
Czyli są
We
bezcenni.
write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
Ma swoją kurcjatę.
He might be lonely, but I doubt he cares. He's single-minded. Nothing else matters besides his crusade.
Because it's the only thing he's had. My ma used to say, a caged dog forgets there's grass outside. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Jasne, nie ma sprawy, Harding. Pogadamy później. Spoko, spoko. Dobra, dobra. Zobaczmy, co my tu mamy, towarzysze. Czwarty. Lekko. Ten piąty w ogóle współpracowniczka. Dreszczyk pogoni. I tu mamy serduszko. Ładnie, ładnie. Wzmocnię relacje z rozwijając wątki problemy z tym towarzyszem. Każdy poziom daje 2 punkty trudności. Okay. A bo to jest ich poziomu, tak? Poziom daje... No właśnie, to jest ich poziom. Okej, okej. Dobra. Dobra, czyli to jest to tak. Co my tutaj w ogóle mamy teraz? Sala męstwa. Kryto. Pacy fortuny. Okay. Sala męstwa. Zobaczmy, co my wiadomości. Aha, to jest... Canis. Żywy krzyknik, tak? Lol. Sala męstwa. No właśnie, jest to... Rywińskie wybrzeże. Czekajcie, to jest sala męstwa, tu jest jeszcze. Okej. Patrzmy. Potrzebujemy coś, co nakłada, nie? O, nakłada i rozdarcie. A. To i to. Proszę. Najpierw to sobie zbierajmy, co tutaj jest, nie? Nice, nice. No, co to jest? Za babeczkę?
Come on over to get ripped and equipped.
Okej. Że mamy 169 coś tam. No dobra, sprzedajmy, no. Będzie. Co ty masz tutaj? To jest nowa jakaś siekierka. 43, spoko. Tu jest ulepszenie. Tu jest przebicie nawet, okej. Tu jest prezent. A to możemy kupić. Spoko.
Have a good fight.
So, you're a mage, right?
I am a seer, yes.
Does that mean you're not a mage?
It means that my magic is primarily focused on communing with spirits, or acting as a conduit for them to speak through.
Wait, you let yourself get possessed? On purpose?
Ah, I forgot you were from Ferelden.
Oh, what foul-hearted spirit tugs at the corners of your lips to turn them down so?
Tak, jakiś dół. Ciekawe, ciekawe. Że 25. Nice. Coś tam gdzie? Co tutaj mamy? Interakcja, dzień dobry. Nice. Pięknie, pięknie. Pakowany efekt. Zarobiście. Dobra, i to jest tutaj co? Tu jest góra, tu jest to, okej. Okej.
Welcome to the Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do.
Pięknie, pięknie. Dobra, Izabela, dawaj.
Looking to fight?
Jasne, dawaj.
Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
Dobrze, dobrze, proszę panią.
Hang on to your hats. We've got some new challenges for you today.
They're shooting for us.
Daj mi rzuć tutaj ten. Lecimy.
Whatever you say.
Pa, para, pa. O, pień się zacieśnia. Dobrze, dobrze.
I see you picked up some nice tricks in the Shadow Dragons.
Yep.
You'll want something with a bit more bite this time, I reckon.
Dawaj.
Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting. Next up, we call them evil cultists. They call themselves the Venatori, but that fancy name doesn't cover up the stink.
Nakłada, betonuj i... Nie. Czemu nie? Nice. La victory!
Emma Saline. Wait, that's Elvin for congrat.
Tak, to po elficku. Tak, zgadza się. Zgadza się.
Congratulations, right?
You might want to try inosaline. That
Ready for something really spicy? I've got what you need.
Spicy.
Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. We got the idea for this next match from a traveler named Armax. Then he used it to challenge shepherds.
Ja, to musi... Detonation? Nice.
Look at that. Barely a scratch.
Ja? Huh?
I line them up and you keep knocking them down, but I still have some tricks.
Naprawdę? Dawaj.
All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
Dawaj, dawaj zatem.
All right, who's ready for some action? I know I am.
Time to clean up.
Cześć, Altyfut. Jak tam, jak tam? Wyjechałeś? Jeszcze nie? Ja poproszę o heala. O ty kurde kanale jedno. jeszcze nie mam, muszę naładować się. Dobra, to jest nakłada, dobra, nakładamy i detonujemy. Nara. Zapomniał? Gdzie zapomniał? Gdzie? Wszystkiego najlepszego. Wszystkiego najlepszego. Wszystkiego najlepszego. 100 lat, niech żyją nam. Kolejny roczek do tej 50 twój. Kto zapomniał? Kto zapomniał? Ja się pytam. Chyba pan zapomniał wczoraj wejść na strumyka. Tak to właśnie idzie. Tak to właśnie idzie. Wyjechałeś, wyjechałeś? I jaki status?
This is really starting to annoy me. Once more and don't you dare hold back.
Dobrze, Izabela, lecimy.
Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. All right. Who's ready for some action? I know I am.
Oła! Ale ten mnie tutaj wkurza, dawaj. Ty mnie lecz. Ja pójdę na niego tak i detonujemy go. O. Nice. Którego trzeba się przypomnieć, a ja to nie wiem. Panie Skleroza. Ja żyję z dnia na dzień. O co panu chodzi? Jakbym miał pamiętać każdego, pamiętam tylko mojej mamy. I swoje. Co najwyżej. Więc tak, trzeba się co roku przypominać. No.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you've got.
O, kolejne, dobrze,
Get
dobrze.
yourself in order and head to the entrance.
Kurde, ile tych walek tutaj jest?
They've got the reach. Hope you've got the flexibility. Get ready for the on-target.
Nara. I tak to właśnie jest. Niepokonany jestem.
You've certainly earned your reputation.
Dziękuję.